Official.StreetSmarks at gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, StreetSmark Audio, or fuck with us. Official.StreetSmarks on SoundCloud and IG, StreetSmark Fanpage on Facebook, Street_Smarks on Twitter. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW, October 11th, 1994. Let me get it out the way real quick. 1 hour, 18 seconds on the Tape Trader. H-Dub, your thoughts as well as the WWE Network time.
Runtime on the WWE Network was 40 minutes. My thoughts were this was an excellent storyline show. Tommy Dreamer is gay. And there was a tad bit too much of Doink the Clown. But otherwise, I really enjoyed the show.
So last year, Sabu became an international superstar by pinning the living legend Terry Funk in the mystery partner Dream tag team match. They show clips of...
Hold on. At what event did this take place where he became an international superstar?
That would be the first November to remember.
So that was on pay-per-view, right?
No.
That was on closed circuit television, right?
Negative.
So how does a match that happens where only 200 people see it in a high school gymnasium or wherever they have a bingo hall, wherever they have the matches at, how does a person become an international superstar from a match that nobody saw?
They show clips of ECW action set to Killing Joke by the group or band known as Millennium. As my partner coughs up a lung.
Where I'm from, Harvard, son.
The song is used. It used to be on the Headbangers Ball, MTV. And then it shows Paul Lee in front of the ECW logo with creepy lighting. And he says the phrase, "I've been dreading to hear for a year. If you miss the November to remember, it'll be a regret. You won't forget. Take a fucking shot, cause we going into the theme." So we back with Joey at the Nest. He's running down the card, and they're filming this episode from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
That's what he said. I was like, I put ham something. I was like, ham something, Pennsylvania. I don't know what the nigga said.
So we got a match. It's the Public Enemy versus Devious Donnie Allen and Dino Sendoff. The beat up guys get beat up with bats.
Oh, that was perfect.
Devious gets dumped. They do tag spots with the bat on Dino. They beat up Devious, jaw jack to the crowd. They do the Cabbage Patch, drive by for the dub. I gave it a 2 for Devious alone. The Scullies never came off of Rocco Rock's head the entire time. Your thoughts?
That was ironically my favorite part of the match. It's just that they whooped their ass and their West Side hats. West Side Scullies never came off. And I also like the use of the bats with their tag team maneuvers and stuff. So for it to be a squash and stuff, it wasn't too shabby. So I give it an N for not bad.
So Rocco sang "The Choice Is Yours" by Black Sheep before he hit the senton splash. OG sign guy had a sign that said "Rockabye Baby" from New Jack City. Moving on. Joey leads into a vignette of Public Enemy via Hoodie Vision. Hoodie Vision. Hoodie Vision. The Public Enemy are walking up into the shot. Rocco Rock has on granddad pants. Credibility shot immediately. They talk about the underpass was their home turf, and that's where they fought the Deaf Enemy. I'm over it, so I'm not going to the network. Rocco has a Public Enemy shirt on. They're basically retelling their origins. Rocco is breaking bottles with a bat. They say some stuff. They want the tag straps back. 10-4, 10-5, 10-22, and November to Remember Part 2, Bumperama. Moving on. Moving on. Did you see the promo?
Oh, Public Enemies?
Yeah, Hoodie Vision.
Yes, I did.
Was it awful?
It was, I don't know, I mean, it's what they do, but it was...
They do awful promos.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm used to it right now.
Right?
I wrote down Public Enemy cut a promo. They want their belts back.
It's like almost, it's like when they're... when they're really bad, they're really bad. But when they're just okay and kind of bad, they're actually charming. It's like,
they do. They have had good moments with me and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you laugh at they shit, but it's like you're laughing because they're so terrible.
And then I remember they wanted some dudes in jail and attracted to Joey Styles.
Oh, cutie pie, Joey Styles. Giving shout outs and shit. Moving on.
Yeah.
So we got Joey shilling the hardcore phone line by shilling the Tommy Dreamer Sandman feud. We have words from Dreamer and leave a message for the Sandman. Leave your opinions. Next week, we will air your messages.
How touching.
I don't think it happened. Moving on. Another bumperama. Moving on. We got a match. Too Cold Scorpio versus Matt Borne, Born Again. He's seconded by the roughneck, Mr. Hughes.
It's good to see Mr. Hughes back.
Mr. Hughes, 94 Sully, ECW MVP nominee. They show Too Cold Scorpio dancing up the aisle like a complete doofus. Then they cut to a hideous pre-tape promo.
Boom, there it is.
1-2 combo of suck. Matt Borne is still in full doink with half face paint and no wig. The sale is that he snapped after being Doink the Clown in WWF, and through the franchise, he's shedding his cartoon to show that he can wrestle. Joey notes that he's also a second-generation wrestler. His daddy was Tough Tony Osborne. He plays mind games with Too Cold Scorpio and starts with basic heel stuff. Scorp with some offense and pinfalls, more shine, Born powders. He plays to the TV audience as Joey puts him over. More face shine. Born calls out for Mr. Hughes. LOL. Too slow and a bad contrast of styles, as I said, mid-match. They go to commercial, and I officially tune the fuck out. They do stuff outside with Hughes and Borne. They tag team Too Cold Scorpio. Heel miscue starts to come back. Too Cold Scorpio missed a stinger splash. Hughes slides Borne a wooden chair. The referee, Pee-wee, protests. So Borne dumps Pee-wee for the DQ. Dud. He hits Too Cold Scorpio with the chair, gives him the whoopee cushion. Borne then puts the Doink wig on Too Cold Scorpio and cuts a maniacal promo. I bumped it up to a 1.
I don't know why, but for some reason, when they put the doink thing on Cold Scorpio, I felt offended and shit. I don't know if I was just connecting with my Earth 37 self and shit, because I know he would have been pissed. I know that shit never went down on Earth 37, because Too Cold Hollywood ain't having it, and apparently that Too Cold Scorpio over there don't play that shit either. But anyway, that shit pissed me off here on Earth 1 and shit. I'm like, but overall, I thought the match was I thought it was a pretty good match and shit for what it was and shit. For to be doinking Too Cold, and it wasn't too flip floppy and shit before the DQ and shit.
Mr. Hughes boots Too Cold Scorpio during the promo. I bumped it up to a 2. Fuck it.
Nice.
A bumperama. They come back with Rockin Rebel talking shit. So Too Cold Scorpio beat him up and did the 450 splash on the Ayatollah.
So that's what happened, cause after when they on the network, they just cut back to Scorpio was I forgot what he did. He was setting them up for the 450, so just cutting back, and then I think he slammed Rebel or whatever. Climbed to the top rope and shit. I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on? Where Rockin Rebel coming from?
Yeah, Rebel came in talking shit.
So he not a face no more?
He's on his way out the door, so he's in fucking mode.
Oh shit, okay. Damn, I wish I... So yeah, that was definitely... Rockin Rebel's part was definitely not on the network. Did he say something fucked up?
Nah, he didn't say anything.
Oh.
So we got a Born Again promo. It's set to clown music and circus music. The promo is a rambling mess. Moving on. Did you get that? Moving on.
Yes. Oh, that. So yeah. Doinks or Born Again. I'm sorry. Born Again's promo came on very Piper-esque to me.
I said that in the earlier Extreme Retro review. He sounds just like fucking Piper.
Yeah, okay, so I definitely wasn't tripping on that there. Because, nigga, I do the podcast same time. Oh, it is a little later, but it's still podcast day, motherfucker. Anyway, sorry. Damn, sorry, what you asked me?
It was about Born Again's promo, being Piper.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. So, like, halfway in, because that nigga was talking for a long ass time, so I had plenty of time to analyze and listen and shit, and yeah, I'll definitely concur.
So we have a return TV title match. Mikey Whipwreck versus the sexiest TV champ on earth.
Pause, man, you don't have to start inserting pause on that, because my friends, say sometimes they listen and like they don't get that that's his name and shit. Like they just hear you, they feel like you're just saying he's the sexiest man on earth and shit, and I be having to explain like, no, that's his wrestling name and shit. And so I get tired of having that conversation because of punk ass Jason and shit. So or I can just insert the pause. Yeah. So every time I say Jason the
Pause.
yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, pause 30. Yeah.
Basic stuff as it goes into a commercial. There's no shooter in the crowd, so I'm expecting a run-in schmoz to end this.
Oh, you mean no Scooter? No Dean Malenko?
Who?
Said there was no shooter in the crowd, so...
Oh, Shooter D. Malenko. During the break, Jason, the sexiest television champ on earth, got the heat. Jason, the sexiest television champ on earth, with the long heat spots. Mikey with a comeback. High cross body, clips Mullinope, and the pubic enema run in and beat up Mikey with a bat. They throw doofus Mullinope back in and throw the sexiest television champ on earth on top for the sexiest dub on earth. Dud. The heels continue the beat down until Cactus Jack makes his save with his own bat. I said Cactus Jack shirt and vest are completely awful. Your thoughts?
Oh shit! Oh man, damn! What the hell did I think about this match? I booed something. Oh yeah, I was just pissed off. Public Enemy got involved. I mean, storyline wise, I get it and shit, but at the same time, like, this is Mikey's first rematch for the title. They did have this doggone feud going and shit. So, like, but I guess it wasn't meant to be a blow off between Mikey and Jason and shit, but just made me realize, like, there needs to be at least a blow off or some sort of retribution for Mikey and shit.
Why does it?
Cause that's wrestling.
We're changing the product. Character motivations are key in Extreme Championship Wrestling. And especially since Shane Douglas, playing the Anti-Monitor, folded Eastern Championship Wrestling into Extreme and the NWA title tournament. Recounted by us, Extreme Retro Review, number 83.
Come on, somebody.
We have a bumperama. Moving on. Joey's at the Nest to wrap up the show. Next week, we have Cactus Jack versus Sabu in a rematch from their seminal match at Hostile Shitty Showdown. Recounted by us, Extreme Retro Review, number 71. And leads in to a Tommy Dreamer promo.
Oh yeah, this where he turns into a little biatch and shit.
Tommy Dreamer, start over. The Putz is at his grandmother's house watching the I Quit match on her floor model TV. He's watching the match over and over. All the media says he's an emotional wreck. He didn't mean to blind the Sandman. He's said he's sorry to Nancy. I want to note that he has a Taz Maniac t-shirt on. He wanted to give the people a good match, not blind the Sandman. If he ain't hardcore, so be it. He's going to dedicate his career to the Sandman. Maybe throw some benefit shows every time he wrestles.
Oh my!
He wrestles for the Sandman. His bitch ass starts crying.
He needs to go back to stripping at the gay bars or whatever his character was when he first debuted and shit, because that was some of the moistest shit I've ever heard a man who and for all intents and purposes portrays to be straight and shit. That was some gay ass shit. Excuse me. Let me clear my throat. So like I don't even I kind of lost my train of thought on that. It's rather unfortunate. There was something that I wanted to add with Tommy Dreamer being a bitch and shit. But I don't know. I guess we're going to have to edit this part out or something. I don't know. Because, dang it, I was thinking of something. I had something cool I wanted to say and shit. And then that shit is just completely gone. Fuck.
Overall, Devious getting squashed is one of the highlights of this show. They definitely did some storyline progression. Tommy Dreamer being a bitch is always a thumbs up in my book. Cold Scorpio is not one for storyline progression.
Yeah, now he's feuding with Shane Douglas's mans and shit. Instead of, but I guess, he gotta go through. Shane did already beat him and shit, so there's really no reason he has to give him a title shot right away. But he is feuding with the flunky now. Guess he got to work his way back up.
Next week, October 18th. We out. Peace.
Peace.